Hello everyone and welcome to Contest of Speed Tier 2. My name is Thomas and next to me is not Jordan but it's Lewis this time and he will be here for the full season. So Lewis, welcome, and what do you expect for today's race and pretty much this whole season?
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Thanks for having me, and it's great to be back. A new season, and yeah, really exciting tier two. We've got a lot of guys that have moved up from tier three that are really quick. I think we'll cause really test the front runners, particularly Matrix, Dan Robbo. Those guys were battling the tier three championship with Perry, so it'll be interesting to see where they stand in this championship with these guys. A couple of guys have gone down from tier one as well. So yeah, it's going to be looking good. This race always tricky. It is just such a unique track. It's a funny track. It's a street circuit, but in some aspects it's quite fast, but very unforgiving. So yeah, looking forward to qualifying. That's going to be interesting to see the tyre strategy as always, and then come the race, see how many people don't hit the wall and see who's going to finish out on top.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, really tricky track, really unforgiving, just like you said. Especially the turn there, Dan is coming up to turn 12 and 13. We saw a lot of victims yesterday with tier 3. Really easy to lose it and coming into the wall, and that's pretty much race over if you do so. So guys need to look out for. And with Dan on the soft tire, I think he's gonna go and qualify on the super soft tires at the end, but we've got to wait and see.
Yeah, and so the new guys as well. Also forgot to mention from the new guys that have come in this season. Lamin Jamin's moved from tier 1 to tier 2. Dan Robbo, obviously I mentioned before, him and Matrix from tier 3. But also we've got Blank, who's a very quick driver, and Baramir, MP Motorsport, my teammate from last season. Yeah, all really quick guys. And then you've got the tier 2 roster from last season, X427, Dan, Don Ammo, Don Amo. I don't know which way it's pronounced. Is it Don Amo or Don Ammo? I normally say Ammo, but
yeah, I say Don Amo as well. So
yeah, Don Ammo. Yeah, yeah. So you got Real R Life, Matty Robbo, the two Robbos, the brothers are racing in Haas. Yep. Yeah, Racer 555, my racer cousin. Yeah, and Juventus as well. There's a lot of the pecking order from last season. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. Yeah, so it's exciting start to the season.
yep, definitely is. Yeah, I think the championship is really open this season. I don't think there are really like two championship contenders. I think like we had last year with Raceboy and Hemi. I think there are a lot of guys who can fight for victories and fight for the championship. So I think that's going to be really interesting as Dan is coming up to the line now, so it's interesting to see what he does on the soft tire. 123 dead, 5 tenths behind real life on the soft tire as well, so good luck from him. And Dominic, to answer your question, Juve is indeed the only one for McLaren. Crowan couldn't make it to today's race, so that's why he's in the McLaren on his own.
Another person I forgot to mention who is Mitch, obviously. How could I forget about Mitch? He's one of the popular guys in the Kos family, and yeah, he's always quick, always quick. He always feels the races are his best, strong point. Quali is a particular case where it sort of lets him down, but hopefully there's something to work on. I have it myself. It is weird. Sometimes you just got to accept some people are just really quick on one laps. You sort of got to try and find it within yourself. But come the race, it's completely different. The cars are heavy, especially at the beginning. They drive very differently, and it just suits people in a different way. Or maybe the people that are quick on one lap just haven't done enough running in the heavy fuel loads, and they tend to come up with making errors at the beginning of the race. So yeah, Mitch should be thereabouts. He's trying to get his first win. He was very close to it in Japan last season in the wet, but yeah, let's see if he can go one better this season.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, yeah, it's sort of what I have as well. I'm better in the race than during quali, and I think you can better have it that way than be better in quali and being less in the race. But yeah, if he just steps up his game in qualifying a little bit more, then I think he's definitely a championship contender. And together with Dan, both in the Sauber, I think they will be a really strong team and a team to look out for the Constructors' Championship as well, as he puts in a time of 1:22.3, which brings him up to P6 because Wiseboy goes fastest with a 1:20.7. And with Ginchaninha, the new guy in Tier 2, on P2 at the moment, he's doing a really good job with Juventus P3 just behind. Let's see who is on a fast lap. Matrix Motorsport is starting a lap now, I think, after this. He's saving up his... I think he started on a lap, but had to cancel it, and now he's just loading up everything, getting everything ready as he touches the gravel.
Saw that.
He's setting up for a really good lap.
Oh no, he's not, he's pitting.
Nope, he's pitting, so never mind what I just said. As, yep, Racer 555, your cousin, is going to start his lap. Got relegated last season, but because of the guys like Hemi and guys in Tier 1 leaving, there was space for him in Tier 2. He was very happy with that, but now he needs to show us what he can do and why he deserved the space in Tier 2. Ricky is still in the pits, he needs to come out from work, so he will be putting in one final lap, but we've seen a lot of times earlier last season that he's able to pull an absolutely stunner out of the bag, so interested to see what he can do as Racer comes up to the second sector. Yeah, he was really careful there.
That's going to lose him a bit of time.
Getting some slipstream off the guy in front. I think that was Dan.
Was that Mitch or Dan? Yeah.
Yeah, Dan. That Mitch is in the pits. Yeah, Racer now coming up to the last two turns. Need to get a good run up to the start-finish straight, which he sort of does. Had to back out a little bit. Ran out of ERS, but still comes up to the line. So 1:21.1 brings him up to P3 in the standings right now.
Yeah, I think Ricky is going to be the dark horse in this race. He was looking good earlier in the week in the practice run, or last week. I think he will be. He'll be there as always.
Yeah, he will.
But yeah, and funny enough, I didn't realise Racer was also a Red Bull car as well. So yeah, we really are cousins now with the same teams, just different tiers. Yeah, so at the moment, yeah, we've got top obviously Wisey Boy, Ginger Ninja, Racer 555, Juventus. Obviously, a few guys in the ultras, but they'll. I think more of the guys will start to go on to the ultra. Mitch, Fallen is the top runner at the moment on the Super Soft. 122 dead.
No, it's Oxy on P6, or it shows it ultra soft on your screen.
On me, Oxy's an ultra soft.
Oh, on my screen, Oxy is a super soft. Lol.
Oh right.
So
okay.
Yeah, now he. Oh, you got. I think you got fitted in your spectator menu because I got best, and that says super soft tires. I don't know if that makes a difference for you.
Right. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll find out anyway later.
Oh, now Dan is on super soft tires.
Yeah. Just saw that.
Plus the fact. Talking about new stuff in here and talking about teammates, we got a big Constructors Championship going on as well with all the 3 tiers combined. So all the points everyone scores will be, how do you say that, add up to each other?
Yeah.
So the points Ferrari will score in tier 1, 2 and 3 will all get add up to each other, and then you will get a all-time season 3 Constructors Championship. So yeah, I'm now hoping for the Ferraris to do really well with Ricky and Matrix, and you will be hoping for Racer and Blank to do really well in your, because you're Red Bull, and well, they're doing a good job now at the moment and Ferrari isn't, so hopefully they can step up their game. Ricky is on his way home from work, he said in the chat, so he maybe got time for 2 more laps if it's possible, so that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, 8 minutes to go, and I'm on board at the moment with Varamir. He's just coming through. He's just done turns 11 and 12. He's coming to the final sector now. It's always this area really is where you don't want to. It's so easy to overcommit and try and gain that little bit more time, but you just end up. You can only lose time, I think, in the last sector rather than gain. Especially the second to last corner. It's so tempting to just break that a little bit later, but it's a tighter corner than you think. You always think you can carry more speed, and actually it's better to be slow and fast out there. Little into P2 for that time, 120.8.
2 for India's looking really strong. These guys were in time trial just 5 minutes before the session, so maybe it's working out. A little bit of inside info there, as Varamir is blocking off the track, so that's a penalty for him. Nice. Someone who didn't read the rules before this new season.
Oh,
we added
yes,
a rule that you are not allowed to cut the track if you want to make or want to do a new lap, or you're coming into the pits. So yeah, that's a penalty for him. I don't know what it was for a penalty, I can't remember, but I know it's one for sure, as Juventus with a 120.6 goes on top of the standings right now. So Dominic will be very happy to see that one.
Dan Robbo with 9. Well, I think he's slowed down now. So yeah, I thought the sector times there it had him up as 9/10 up then, but it can't be right because he's on no ERS and no fuel. So it's the yellows in sectors 1 and 2. It's all clear now. Oh no, MP Motorsport got. I just watched MP Motorsport got held up by his teammate then coming out of turn 12.
Oh no.
Might have lost a bit of wing as well.
Yeah, he lost.
So, yeah, I just caught it as I was going through, and he's obviously abandoned the lap now, and I guess it was pit for new ultras. But yeah, he as well. He's one of the big things with Phil, his well known as MP Motorsport, is he does. If he can get everything together, he's one of the quickest out there. But things like getting penalties in his quali runs or getting penalties in the race has always been his big downfall. The last race at Mexico was his best race, where he was very clean, did a great quali, and nearly won the race. So he just needs to keep it like, don't push too hard, don't over commit. You know, you've got the pace already. You don't have to try and chase anymore. Because at the moment he's at risk of having a really terrible start to this race. He's P18 with no laps scored as yet. So only him, Matrix as well. Matrix hasn't gone out yet, so he's just going to do one lap, and it looks like I think he's just going to go out on the super soft.
I think so, yeah.
He always likes going on a different tyre strategy, so yeah, I'm not surprised at that, and he probably will be in the top 10 with that super soft time. So yeah, definitely one to look out for, Matrix.
Yep, it is. Yeah, I practice a lot with MP Motorsport and guys like Mitch and Dan, and MP Motorsport look really quick. So yeah, if you just can. Oh, has fallen, almost lost it. Was on board with him, but if MP Motorsport just gets the focus and just concentrates and puts that lap in, I think it can do a really good job. If Elia with a 120.3 is 3/10 clear from Juventus in second place, and I think that's a really decent job. But does he have enough time left to put in another lap?
For me, I've just been on board with Blank. He just turned in too early in the final corner of his run. Currently P10 on the super soft, which isn't the end of the world really. He's the second on my screen, the second fastest runner on the super soft. But yeah, he's 121.16. I think he's definitely got more time in the bag. I think he's just trying to race now back to the pits because he's got 3.5 minutes left. So I don't know if he'll be able to get out again, and he's probably still got about a minute left of driving to get back to the pits. So
yeah, or he is trying to put in a lap as well. Or are you absolutely sure it was a corner cut?
Yeah, there's a few guys still out there at the moment. I just wonder if they're cutting it fine with being able to get back into the pits. and then going out again for their final runs. There's a few guys on out laps. The top guys, well, Iliakos and Wisey Boy are currently, well, they're just, Iliakos is going into the pits now. Wisey Boy, I think, to run out of fuel. Oh no, Wisey Boy's on...
Blank just overtook Elia in the pit lane. That was really interesting. Was Oaksy starting on that now?
Yeah. No, Wisey Boy's run out of fuel, so he's not going to be able to get back to the pits to do another run. So
nope.
that is his time. Dan, yeah, X427 Dan, he's on a lap at the moment on those ultras because he's down in 14th at the moment. Looking good, neat and tidy.
Yeah, Oaksy's on a really good lap as well. 1/10 down on the time of Elia.
And he improves. Dan, he's up 6/10 in the end, 121.1. That puts up to 11th, and for a free choice of tyres still. So I think he's he's not going for another run, so that is him. Oh, we got our first retirement. Real life. He's he's crashed and just quit.
Yeah, that's always the question during qualifying, if it was intended or just a crash. We still don't know. And Oaksy is getting held up by a Mercedes there. Oh, that was really close there.
Oh.
But it's alright, I don't think Oaksy got held up that much. As he comes up to the line, this looked like a really solid lap. As he crosses the line, 120.7, P4 for Oaksy.
Right, so we've got a few people. Iliakos, I don't think Iliakos is going to be able to. There's a minute 5 left. Oh, that's going to be close. He might be able to just get there before, but he's going to have to really go for it. Oh, Wisey Boy's crashed. Wisey Boy is either crashed or retired from the race because he's now retired from the session because he's faded on our screens. And we've got yellows in every sector here. As Mitch is going across the line now, so Mitch is starting his first lap. Blank's on his out lap.
Engineer now going for it, coming up to the second sector as he is a 10th down on the time of Elia, so he's looking really strong now, looking to take that P3 from Juventus, or he needs to put in an incredible sector 3 to maybe snatch pole.
MP Motorsports, he's on his run as well, desperate to get a good, and he's going to be a bit nervy now because he knows this is his one and only run, so it might not be the best. Looks pretty good so far. Second to last corner. Blank's set is, oh, Blank didn't get there. Blank didn't get there in time, so Blank didn't improve. Motorsport coming down the straight. It's going to be a good one. Yes, it is. P3. What a lap.
What a lap.
So that was pressure. He had 2 previous runs which were aborted, and that was a cracking lap in the end. So who else is out at the moment?
Mitch, I'm watching Mitch now coming through the last corner on super soft tires, so interesting to see what he can do. If he gets it inside the top 10, he will have a big advantage for the rest of the race.
It's gonna be quick.
Oh, it's
P9 improves.
And now we need to watch Ricky. He's coming through the last corner as well. Ultra soft tires. He was debating which strategy, which tire he wanted to start it on. Choose ultra softs. It's P3 for Ricky, a 120.4. What a lap! Really one shot and 1 P3. Get in.
Matrix is on his final run. He's done a few laps on these super softs, and he gets a 128. So Matrix moves up to P9 with that lap. But it took him a few laps to get it on that super soft. So I wonder. He had to do quite a few laps then, but it's got him up to P9, and that is almost everyone. I think that
a lot of guys went for the ultra soft tires, and it's interesting to see what the guys who are outside the top 10 can do, because they can choose what tire they want to start on, and if they're smart, they choose. I don't know what's the best decision. I don't know really. If you start on a soft tire, you can go a long way, but if you pick up wing damage or something, then your race is totally screwed. But you
the
will
other
be
thing as
quicker at the
well
end.
is, yeah. The other thing as well, ultimately being at the back, you use a lot of time instantly, don't you, from being at the back.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But yeah, I know. And what I found in the past is the guys who are on the soft tire, if they're fast, well, if they're doing the same speed or getting held up by the guys on the quicker tire, they're not able to go on their true pace. But yeah, interesting quality.
Yep, really interesting
1400s.
quality. With Aiden, the new guy, MP1 Wisey Boy showing up. With P3, Ricky with a really good one-shot lap in P3, MP Motorsport, solid P4, Juventus up there in P5, Oxy P6, Racer P7, Vermeer Matrix, Ginginia, new guy as well, P10, Mitch, Dan Robo Blank, Medi Robo, the two Robo guys, they won't be happy. Then we got Dan, Lemon Jam, and then the timer ran out, so yeah, don't know who was down there. Nice, great job, Thomas.
Damn it.
Ricky, 14.5 hour shift, no practice, one flying lap, P3, get in, mate, he says. Well,
Yeah, and
yeah, we're
he's the
absolutely
dark
right.
horse.
Yep,
He's
yeah,
the
he
dark
absolutely
horse.
is. He absolutely is. And Perry is in the chat as well. He said that the time should be around a 120 flat, and he thinks the top 3 plus Matrix should have that pace. Well, it was sort of right, 120.3 it was at the end. So yeah, interesting to see what those guys can do. But the gaps were really close, so I think it's gonna be a really interesting race, and it's hard to get a second over another guy because with the DRS straights and just not that much of a big lap, it's not easy to pull away 1 second. As Matt is in the chat, he says part of the plan, Thomas.
Yeah, I read that.
Yes.
And yeah, and Perry's said that not to toot my own horn, but I'd have had pole for tier 2 as well as tier 3 yesterday.
Ooh.
Fighting words from the defending champ for this season's tier 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's have a look on the tyres then. Let's see if anyone did change.
Oh, yeah. Good, great shout.
So
It's Mitch
we got
going
a
for
couple of
super
soft
softs. Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mitch is super soft, so he's sticking with that. Matty Robbo and X427 on the soft. Don Ammo as well, he's on the soft tyre. The Fallen, the Fallen and Dan Robbo, the only guys outside the top 10 have decided to stick with the ultra soft, which
Yep.
I'm puzzled about that, because unless they're going for a 2-stop, which I don't think will be the faster, unless it's a safety car, obviously. I would have thought those guys at the back, I thought would have been a almost certain super soft, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how their strategy pans out. They might be doing something I'm not expecting at all. The top 2 guys, I'm just noticing Iliakos has done quite a quick formation lap, or it's Ricky just playing tactics here, because Ricky is 6 seconds behind.
It's Ricky playing tactics, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think, yeah, he's smart enough to hold up the field, let the tires cool down from the 2 guys ahead, and then a lot of guys have been disqualified, so that's gonna be interesting to see what happened there. Or they just went too slow because Ricky is holding up, but look at the difference, because Ricky is just coming through the penultimate corner there. and Alia and Wisey Boy are already in AI mode. Ooh, and a lot of guys get destroyed. Mitch on the super soft tires now has cold tires to start on. And Ricky...
Luckily it was near the end.
Luckily it's near the end, true. And Ricky with really warm tires against Alia and Wiseboy with already cooled down tires. So interesting to see if he can take advantage of that.
Especially with the new tyre patch it's been on. So yeah, they're all lining up.
All lining up for 5 lights. And
Anyone?
Go. And away we go for the Australia Grand Prix. And it's a good start from Alia and Ricky as well, who goes round the outside of YC Boy. Oh, Alia went off. Elia went off.
Oh,
Oh, it's
no.
Elia on the wall. Terrible start from the Williams guy. Wisey boy now P1, Ricky P2. Juventus going around the outside of Ricky.
He's
Now
got the
turns
inside
into the
line.
inside.
He's got to give it up.
Yep, oh, Ricky got pushed wide, and it's Juventus up to P2, and now Ricky needs to defend. Oh my days, oh, it's Renault. Oh,
It's
MP
MP
Motorsport was
Motorsport.
doing Ricardo.
Yeah. But he didn't lose his wing, I don't think.
Yeah, no, the wing is still intact. Ooh, that was
And
very
Oaksy's having
tricky.
a look.
Oh, Ricky got caught
Ricky
on the
went
grass.
wide. And it's it. Cold tyres, heavy fuel loads. It's really tricky at this point to be defending, finding your brake, and obviously Ricky just turned up to do the quali run. Is now just got a quick. Oh no! Oaksy's crashed, and so too is Varamir. Is it Varamir? Yes, but Varamir got away with it. And there's a McLaren
Oaksy.
that spun.
Oh my god, what is
car.
going on? What? Oh my god, there's Blank lost front wing because a lot of guys broke. Oh my days, what is going on? Then,
Wow.
then he suddenly broke out of nowhere, or it was Donamo, and Blank just ran into the back of him and he got 5 seconds for that one. So he maybe can get that one removed, but it was really tricky.
It was the virtual safety car that took everyone by surprise, but I'm so surprised at the amount of people then that just... but it happens, that corner, that turn 11-12, these guys have been doing quali runs, you know, for the last 20 minutes, and then that first lap on cold tyres and heavy fuel load as we resume, and MP Motorsport took advantage of Racer being asleep, and he's up into P4 now. But I was about to say, Oaksy spun off, and Varamir did the same thing. It's so easy to do on these first few laps, and yeah, just chaos throughout the field. And obviously, Blank, he's a lot of people have pitted.
A lot of people pitted, so they
on that soft tyre.
Yeah, they didn't lose that much time. But I was looking at Mitch because he's P14 and I don't know what happened to him.
He must
He's
have
still
pitted
got
as well.
his full front wing. No, he didn't pit. That's the thing. He's just down
right.
with a lot of time because Dan made a stop and he's still in front of him and he got 20 seconds to pro and he started last. So Mitch must have made a mistake or something.
Or maybe he had a penalty? I'm not sure.
I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that Juventus has got some incredible pace. Love his helmet, by the way. And he's looking to take Wiseboy as Ricky is just... No, he's still hanging on. It's MP Motorsport who just has to give away as Racer needs to defend from Dan Robbo, who's up to P6. So he's had an amazing start. Let's see how many positions everyone gained. Yeah, Dan Robbo gained 6 positions, Fallen gained 10 positions. And it's Elia who lost 14 positions with Vermeer 10. And Oaksy lost 40 positions now, but he's out of this race. Oh, Dan Robbo got caught on the grass. Yeah. You saw that one as well. Our reaction was the same as, oh my days, Fallen got caught on the tricky curb there. If you're just surfing on that curb, I noticed that, and it's you don't want to do that with an F1 car, I can tell you that one. As Jordan is in the chat, what's up mate? And yeah, Joffy, he said Carnage first lap, remember my words? Well, we definitely had Carnage first lap. Incredible scenes.
Well, basically we ended up with the one half of the field having to pit, all because of that chaotic virtual safety car. People just slammed on the brakes. When you do have 10 seconds to react to it, but people just sort of panicked and it caused chaos.
Oh, we were live going down inside of Fallen. Interesting place to do so, but he makes the move stick, and that's Robin up to P8. Good job from him. Fallen is struggling on those ultra soft tires, and they're just entering lap 4, so that's really frustrating scenes for Fallen, I imagine. As Ricky is getting really close to Juventus now, because Juventus is losing time to Wiseboy and Ricky is in his DRS.
And also in that, Matrix managed to avoid all the chaos. He's moved up into P7. A quiet race. I don't know if he's got wing damage or not on that front.
No, it doesn't look like.
No. Robbo runs wide again, just ahead of him. But this sort of lap now, he's going to start to come into his own. He's going to be the one on the faster tyre, and if it's anything like Grey Fox was able to do, I think Grey Fox was able to last till about lap 15, lap 14 in the Super Soft. So yeah, I'll see. I don't know how far Matrix wants to go with these. He is good on his tyres. He can make them last. He's a very smooth driver, especially for a pad user. But he's sort of just keeping it steady at the beginning of this race, and I think he will look to attack in the next couple of laps as the guys ahead of him will start to drop and the cliff will fall.
Yep, and Thomas is in the chat, he says that I missed the switchback. Yeah, I think
no.
it was the switchback from Robin, but I just didn't notice it. Oh, that's... No, I screwed up.
We'll
I had
find
one job.
Don't worry.
We will
it.
see a lot of switchbacks, at least I hope so. But I missed that one, unfortunately. So sorry for that. I didn't get hyped up in the chat. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
Dan Robbo is still he's not using his ERS because admittedly he only has about 35, but he was on a medium ERS and again he's running wide.
Dan Robbo, oh my god, Matrix.
It's like he's got no front wing. Every time he's going around that corner, he's missing the apex from a mile, and he's right under pressure now.
Yeah, his front wing is still there, so that's not the problem. Oh my god, Robin! He's going for an absolute crazy move, and he makes the move stick round the outside. Oh my days, what a move! That was really smart play from Robin right there. Absolutely stunning move. And now he's looking to get Dan Robbo as well. And I think he's gonna do it. Oh, he's low on the ERS though. No, he's too far away.
It's always tricky. DRS isn't that effective, despite how long that area of the track is. It doesn't seem to be quite so effective at unless you're right behind the guy. He almost gets into the back of Dan Robbo, but surely now he'll get better traction, and he won't do it down this straight. But if he can get a good route at the first corner, he should be able to get past Dan Robbo in the next one.
Yep, he definitely will. Now DRS again. Needs to turn up that. But if he's smart, because he saw Dan Robbo struggling as well and going wide in that turn we just talked about. So if he just keeps that in mind and stays close, maybe he can take advantage of that. Interesting to see what will Dan Robbo do now. It's a good corner for Dan Robbo, so I think he learned from it. Now Robin is playing it smart though. 0 ERS usage right now, so he's just loading up everything for the back straight. As he needs to have a good exit there. Ooh, half lost it. He needs to gain back that time.
Try to see elsewhere. It's you got two battles, haven't you? Where you got the one group that didn't need a pit, and the others that did need a pit.
Oh, Ricky's really close now to the back of Juventus.
Yep. Coming close to the pit.
Oh, Ricky's gonna pit.
I was going to say, we're getting to that zone now, and he's obviously looking for the undercut. However,
Ricky's
around
going for
here,
the
when you get
undercut.
onto the soft, that first lap on the soft is tricky. So I'd be surprised if he undercuts the guys, but he will be in the next lap really looking competitive. Oh, and Wisey Boy there was really almost lost it completely in the first corner, and has lost quite a bit of time to Juventus on that lap. That was a bit weird, but I think you'll see the leaders pit on this lap. Lap 7 was when the leaders pitted in yesterday's race. It seems to be an opportune time to do it, so it'll be interesting to see how they do if they do go for that stop.
Yeah, and now it's interesting to see. We need to keep an eye out for Ricky on those soft tires, because they will feel horrible the first lap, but they will come into play, especially with Juventus struggling on those other soft tires. The gap now to the leader is 24 seconds, so he will just rejoin, I think, behind Juventus at the moment, unless Juventus makes a terrible stop. So interesting to see how that will pan out. And Robin is still struggling behind Dan Robbo, and Dan Robbo is just caught up to Racer 5 and 5, so these four guys now almost within 1 second. a battle for
And have they
P4 is going
pitted?
in, and MP
Yes.
Motorsport is in, and Juventus and Wiseboy are staying out, and I don't think that's the right strategy
Wow.
call. Because
No,
now,
not
Ricky,
at
this
all.
is the moment where Ricky, the soft tires will be warmed up again, and Ricky will have the
Yes.
pace advantage over Wiseboy and Juventus. So I think they're
I've
losing out
been
at the moment.
I've been watching on the leader lap times. Ricky hasn't really. He's only made a couple of tenths so far on this lap, but it's the next lap, as we know, where that soft comes into play. He's going to start making inroads into those two leaders. Matrix is up in P5.
Oh,
So
Dan
yeah,
Robbo lost it. Sorry to interrupt you. Dan Robbo
yeah.
almost lost it. That's not his favorite turn, I can tell you that one. And now Robin is all over the back of him. This is the moment where Robin needs to overtake him if he wants to have any chance, because Robin is on the harder tire, so he needs to get past, because Dan Robbo is really holding him up at the moment.
Yeah, Ricky's still not. Ricky, no, just saying that he's just taken 2 tenths out so far in this lap, so it's not a major difference in lap time. However, what will be the case is he's going to be that little bit close to those two guys. In fact, it's going to be really close with these guys if they pit now. Ricky's going to be right there because I think Ricky's got he's 8 tenths behind Crowin, and
yeah,
they are
in.
both pitting now.
Yep, they're both in. Okay, now it's interesting to see where Ricky will come out. Ricky, he's got clean air in front of him, so he's not getting held up. He can see on the mini map that both guys are in.
Crowin. He's behind Crowin right now.
Ooh, okay, so Crowin, he can do a brilliant job for Juventus by holding Ricky up just a little bit.
So where are
As
they?
Juventus is coming out of the pits, Ricky's gonna get past.
Ricky's gonna get past the McLaren.
Oh, he's gonna get past the McLaren. That's P2 for Ricky because Juventus is in the back, and Wiseboy's in front of him. And Wiseboy is on super soft tires, so he's going for 2-stop.
Wow. Wow.
Ooh, that's a really
risk.
really interesting strategy call, and I don't think he's done the right thing right here, because Ricky is gonna go for the 1-stop, and Juventus is on ultra softs.
No, he's on soft. I've got him down as a soft.
He's gone as a soft on my. Oh yeah, on the left side of my screen it says soft, but on screen his tire on the car is ultra soft tires. But yeah, we will just go with soft tires then.
And they've lost, and just to show you how long they've lost so much time, because MP Motorsport is right up behind them now. So MP Motorsport is right up behind Juventus, and he is got a bit on the grass there, but this is his chance now to make the most of this. However, they have got the 2 teammates, Crowin and Juventus, and Crowin's going to let him through. He lets both through in the end.
Okay. Strange call,
which is unusual. You know, he lost quite a bit of time by doing that.
Yeah, and he could have done. Oh, he's coming in. I think he's coming in. So that's why I just wanted to say he could have held up MP Motorsport and just could have given Juventus a little bit of breathing space. But yeah, he's coming in, so no point anyway of taking the risk of crashing someone out. And those guys will be looking to catch Ricky up. MP is going up.
Making a move. Oh, he's going to squeeze him, is he?
Oh, that was a really tricky move from MP Motorsport, but he made the move stick.
Brilliant. But Juventus will be right back on him because his tyres are going to be... Oh, he's made contact with MP.
Yep.
Hopefully he didn't lose any wing from doing that. I don't know if he has or not. It's difficult to see on my onboard.
No, he doesn't get wing damage. No, he doesn't have.
Okay, that's alright then.
As Perry is in the chat, he says, why is Wiseboy on supers? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, we don't know. That's the only answer I can give you. What we do know is that it's a wrong strategy call. Can we say it that early? We have to wait and see, of course.
If it's a safety car, then it will, well, potentially work out. It depends what stage of a safety car, but that is the risk of, well, that's on the hope that there is, because if it stays as normal race conditions, it's just, if you're with people that are the same pace as you, it's not enough time, you don't make enough time up. So yeah, I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled by the decision.
Yep, yep. And yeah, it will be interesting to see how it will pan out. What I do know is that Real Life and Matrix are still within a second together at the front of the race, with Matty Robbo on soft tires 5.4 seconds behind them. And with gap to the leader, if they make a stop now, they will rejoin in P11 and P12. So yeah, I think lap 11, this is the time to pit for... Oh, Lemon Jam!
Virtual safety car.
Lemon Jam, where did he lose that one? Coming out of the Dan Robbo corner, I'm gonna call it.
Now, will the two leaders pit? Try and take advantage of this?
Yes, they need to. If Robin is smart, he's on neutral. Oh, fucked up there.
Matrix
Robin.
pits.
Oh no, Robin, what
Robin.
do you do? Oh, this is not smart from Robin, and Matrix is playing the right game, I think.
Yeah.
Stopping now.
How long?
Ooh, he will gain a lot of time by doing this.
Definitely.
Ooh, this will spice up.
Brilliantly.
With fresh soft tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he will rejoin with Racer. Yeah, Matrix just behind Ricky now. Behind Motorsport, Juventus is getting past.
Yeah.
But Racer is not getting past, so he's well up in the fight for the win. As he rejoins with fresh soft tires. As the virtual safety car gone away. And that's him now in P8 on fresh soft tires.
And right behind, obviously he's got to get up to temperature with those softs, but yeah, it's worked out. Ultimately, he was going to be pitting in the next couple of laps anyway, so he's got a couple of laps, essentially 4 to 3 laps fresher tyres, which isn't a massive jump once you are on a soft tyre, but at the end of the race, that can make all the difference. As now MP is once again under pressure from Juventus. And but yeah, Matrix is going to be under fire from Racer, I think, for the first lap while he gets up to temperature on those softs.
Yep, and Mitch there in a really disappointing P18 together with Dan, his teammate, who has just been overtaken by Ginjanina.
And Robin's pitted. Oh, Don Ammo had enough, I think. Because he's now behind Matty Robbo. Now this will show you how much Robin lost, because he's just pitted, and yep, Ricky's passed, so that means Motorsport, Juventus, Matrix. Yeah, so essentially he's lost 3 places and probably 5, 6.
The gap now 14 seconds and Matrix, or 15 seconds, and Matrix 10. He lost 5 seconds by doing that. As Juventus and MP Motorsport going for it. But yeah, he lost 5 seconds by not stopping on the last lap, so it's not really hurting him that much, but yeah, 5 seconds can be costly at the end of the race, just like you said.
Oh, it's a move there. Don Ammo's defending from Wisey Boy. Oh, but it's futile as Wisey Boy has got the faster tyre. Being
just
on that super soft. So Wisey Boy is going to be inheriting the lead very shortly, as Matty Robbo, one of the guys obviously starting at the softs, the tail end of the group. Or some of these guys I think were part of the ones who had the wing damage. As Varamir gets a 3-second penalty.
Right, we're now.
The other thing, sorry, it didn't help was Wisey Boy obviously had another half lap where he couldn't pull away. So with that virtual safety car, he probably lost another half second to a second, just having to not be able to have the time, the live action time to be able to pull away.
Yeah, it was bad for him. It was good for Matrix, but bad for Wisey Boy. But now, yeah, he is 5.6 seconds away now from Ricky, and making his stop will put him down to P11, and I think the only guy who needs to stop from P11, oh no, is Maddie and Don Almo. So when they stop, he's in P9.
Yeah.
And then he needs to overtake all those guys again to take the victory. But they will be on old soft tires, and I think he will go on ultra soft tires.
When did he pit? He pitted 5 laps ago, so effectively it was like the start of lap 10. Or lap 9 rather. No, it was lap 8, wasn't it? Lap 8. So I would have thought he would go on the super soft again, because I don't. Oh, again, he probably. Yeah, it's a bit risky the ultra running out at the end of the race.
Oh, there's yellow Elia. Oh, he lost it. Turn 12 with another victim.
Yeah, another victim.
Is this
of the
causing
turn
a safety
12.
car? Surprisingly, it's not.
So our pole man out.
Pullman is
Has
out
good battle
of
at
the
the back of the
race.
field. X427 and the Ginger Ninja. Oh, no, contact! No! Oh no, the Ginger Ninja hit the back of him going into turn 11 and completely took him out, and then he hit the wall. Such a shame. I just started watching that because it was one of the battles on track. Mitch was able to get past Ginger Ninja because of it all, but 2 guys off in that section on the same lap, and carnage. We did think it was going to happen. It's going to be chaotic, and so far it has failed to disappoint.
Yep, it is, and that's really unfortunate for Dan. And with his teammate being in P15, it's a terrible race day for the Stewards. And yeah, I don't know what to say really. Yeah, I just switched to Dan the moment he lost the car, or he lost his tire colliding with the wall. So I don't know what happened, but you said that Ginger Ninja hit him?
Yeah, so going into turn 11, the left-hander part, he just got caught out by Dan, I guess. Maybe like just hit the back of him, and obviously going into that turn, going into that corner, as he hit the back of Dan, it made the rear end kick out, and then he went on to and hit the inside of that wall before turn 12. Yeah, it definitely was. To me, I saw the contact be made, and then I thought Dan got away with not hitting the barrier. Oh no! I just saw someone hit the barrier there. It's Don Ammo. It's Don Ammo and those old softs up there, and he's just ahead of Ricky. But he lost a lot of time from that, and he's defending.
Ricky going for it around the outside.
Ricky's trying to go around the outside, which is not the best move. He's going to be under threat now from MP and
4 guys within a second now.
This could be messy.
Oh my god, every motorsport is going for it. No
God.
way. Oh my days.
You just don't do that. Oh, and
Don Ammo is off. Yep. Oh my days. Well, let's go. MP's going for it.
That could affect him. Yeah, he's alright. I was about to say, if he ran a bit wide there, Juventus might make a move here. He might try and catch him out, and he does. He's looking for it, but he realised you have to be so brave to make that move. And really, you need to make that move stick. You need to have a lot more grip than the competitor ahead of you.
And look at Matrix. He's now within a second as well. So we got P3, P4, P5, and P6 now all together in one camera shot. So this is gonna be a great fight for the last podium spot.
And this does help Wisey Boy, because his lead is now. Oh, Ricky ran a bit deep, because he is now 8.3 clear of these guys, of Ricky anyway. So how long's pit stop round here?
24 seconds, I think it was.
Right. So he's gonna be. You never know. If these guys keep battling, it could be. He's gonna have to pit in the next to make it work. I reckon he's gonna probably pit around lap 20. Maybe a bit earlier.
If he pits lap 20, he can put on the ultra soft tire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because with less fuel, you got less tire wear, and maybe you are able to stretch them to the end of the race. And if you want to gain that many positions, you will have to, because the super soft tires will not make that much of a difference, I think. As Juventus and MP Motorsport going for it, they're really close to each other.
Put him under pressure. He defends. Oh no! He tried to dummy it, and it's costing them both time. Right now,
Matrix
would probably need a better time to sort of settle in rhythm. Yeah, Matrix. He is a wily fox. Matrix. He is the Iceman of Kos. And he went wide there, Juventus, but he's not gonna have any issues because they're all in the DRS train. So that's going to make it quite difficult for them to overtake. It's a tricky track to overtake anyway. So when you've got, we had this in the real race on the weekend when everyone's in the DRS train, it basically makes it impossible unless there's a mistake.
Unless there's a mistake, yeah, it's just hoping for mistakes from your opponents. And with Ricky, yeah, Ricky is not really vulnerable for mistakes. And Juventus, oh my god, he had to pull out of that one. Yeah, he needs to play it smart, he needs to make a move 100%. Or he needs to just stick behind MP Motorsport and not let Ricky run away with it. Because if those guys are gonna fight it, he picks up 3 seconds. Yeah. But if those guys are gonna fight, Ricky will pull away. And he will get an attack from Matrix 100%. So he needs to keep it clear, stay concentrated. And if you make a move, make sure you make it stick. Because otherwise you will lose a lot of time.
I'm just looking at the penalties at the moment. The only guys at the top, so Juventus and MP both have 3-second penalties. Ricky, Wisey Boy don't have any, and Matrix doesn't have any penalties either, and neither does Racer in 6th. So it's just MP and Juventus that currently have the... Oh, I say that,
Matrix, yep, commentator's curse. Thank you very much, yep. Lewis. You...
Same spot as I got one yesterday, so yeah, sharing the penalty love.
I must say it one more time. I love Juventus's helmet. That reflecting orange thing is so sick. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing. Okay, now back to the race.
I think of all of them, he's the quickest one. He's again.
Oh my god, that's got.
How did he not get a penalty then? This is causing the tyres to wear out, and to be fair, Wisey Boy now is not pulling away from the guys behind, so I think Wisey Boy is going to be pitting very soon, because the gap is actually closing now. It's coming in quite quickly, so he's done 10 laps on these tyres. I reckon he's going to be pitting now. I think they're just coming off their cliff. I'm on board with him now. Oh no, he doesn't.
We got Racer and then Robbo. Sorry to interrupt you. Then Robbo going around the outside of Racer. Is he going to make the move stick? Oh, Racer, Racer, that was really tricky, moving under braking there. It's well, in the end, oh my god.
Yeah, Racer's not been competitive on the soft tyre at all. Since they've gone on the soft, he hasn't been able to live with the guys ahead. Lap time wise, and Dan Robbo is coming back at them now. But yeah, I think Wisey Boy might made the error of not going in the pits. Of course, he only gets to see the lap times on the after each sector, but the gap is coming down quite considerably now. So he needs to pit on this lap. He has to pit if he wants to have any chance of winning this race. If it is 24 seconds, he's going to therefore be 15 behind with 9 to go. That's giving himself a bit too much to do, I think.
I think it as well. And Juventus just did the same thing like he did last lap, and that gave him another 3-second time penalty. So he's really throwing his race away with all those corner cuts, because now he's the only one with 6 seconds. And with MP Motorsport and Matrix on 3 seconds, and Ricky with none. Yeah, Ricky's going for the victory at the moment.
Yeah, the dark horse is looking like he's going to be on course, but it's only lap 20. We're starting lap 22, or we're on lap 21 now of 29, and they're all together still, and they're all in the DRS zone as well. So Matrix is starting to fall back from the guys ahead.
Oh,
it's a yellow flag. Oh,
Robin.
Real life.
Where did he lost it coming out of the last corner. Wait, huh?
Yeah. No,
look where his car is.
It's down the straight. What on earth happened there?
His right tire, so he...
He's crashed on the inside wall. What a crazy race.
What is going on? But how can you lose
And
it on the start-finish line? Because that's... Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Juventus is right up behind MP. I think Juventus is looking the fastest. Oh, and MP's got
MP.
another penalty now.
It's equal now. Equal game.
Yeah.
No racism. All 6 seconds.
Yeah. So, and Ricky's starting to pull away because of the pressure that Juventus is putting MP under. This is what's forcing MP making these little errors. And it's now coming back to bite him. He can't afford, he'll be kicking himself if he gets more penalties. It's always a case of, and if you try and not get any penalties, you're going to always be guaranteed a great position in the race.
Yep, it is.
In the finish.
Wise boy pitted for ultra tires, just like we said, coming out in P6, no, it's P7, just behind Racer and then Robbo. So now it's the fight for P1.
It's way too late. Way too late.
It is.
You should have pitted 3 laps ago. Yeah, I'm sorry. Looking at that, he's 12 seconds behind the leader, so he didn't lose quite as much. So it was a little bit short of the pits, but had he pitted that little bit earlier, he would have been a lot closer. They are catching up Ricky again, though. Ricky, maybe they are struggling now. Ricky's lost a lot of time on this lap. So
it's also the pressure from being P1 now. Oh, as I say the pressure. 3 seconds for him as well, but that's his first one, right?
Yeah, that is his first one.
Okay, so he's still got 3 seconds to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's vulnerable now. They will notice as well. He's just locking up.
They're making a move. Oh, Juventus again. Why is he?
Why do you do it on that time? Yeah, just wait for the straight.
But he will have good DRS here. But so too will MP, and therefore, I understand he's getting frustrated and he's trying to make the moves, but do it at the end of the race. Don't do it now where you've still got a chance of catching. I mean, Ricky is struggling. Ricky is now starting to lose performance because MP is much closer to him now.
Yeah, and Ricky's...
Wisey Boy's got past Racer and Dan Robbo as well. He's now just 9.6 seconds behind. He took 3 seconds out on that last lap.
Is he on for it? If he pulls this one off.
God.
Oh, just imagine him closing up to the guys on the last lap. Then it's 5 guys for P1.
Well, and he would shut me up with a 2-stop strategy.
He would shut me up as well. We look like, as Gunther Steiner would say, absolute wankers, like fucking amateurs, because we were saying that the 2-stop was not gonna work, and he's just pulling it off. He closed in 7 tenths in one sector. He's got
6 to go, is it? Because we're just about to complete lap 23, so 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now we've got 6 laps. We starting 5 to go. I think it's 5 to go this time by. Yeah, it's 5 to go now.
And we can already see Wisey Boy at the end of the pit straight as these 3 guys are going for it. Matrix has to leave a little bit of a gap.
And he's got hardly any ERS left. Oh, this is going to be dangerous for him, but he's going in deep.
Oh, Ricky.
Oh no, they're all going to run wide.
Oh, and there's Juventus up to P2. He got blocked by Ricky, but it's still P2 for Juventus. He gained the place by doing it.
And Wisey Boy so much.
Oh
Wisey Boy's
my
now
days.
6 behind.
You can already smell the guys. Now it's just a case of closing up.
Juventus was the fastest guy though out of this group. He just was struggling to get past MP because of that DRS. But now, Ricky, we know Ricky. He is the king of defending. I aspire to be like him, but I happily admit he is #1 at defending his position. Oh no!
Oh
He's
my
crashed.
God, Juventus! No way!
No, he got greedy and is out of the race. Oh, this is the greatest race ever. But
another turn 12 victory. Oh my God, another turn 12 victim. And it's Juventus.
Oh my God. And Wisey Boy's 5.7 behind with coming up to 4 to go. And Matrix, who's not had a sniff in this main part of this race, is caught these guys up. And MP wasn't in DRS on that lap. He is catching Ricky, but I don't think he's in the DRS zone.
Yes, he's in DRS.
Oh yes, he is. Yeah, yes, he is in DRS. Sorry. Oh. Is there any other? I know we probably won't need to look now. Fortunately, there's no other battles elsewhere. Everywhere else now are sort of spread about. So yeah, we've got no issues there. But Wisey Boy's 3.6 now behind. He's going to catch them. He's going to, at this rate, with all that battling that's occurred, he's just about going to do this, I think. But he still hasn't passed them all. That's the tricky thing. But he has such a tyre advantage with these guys. Oh, he got another penalty. Well, Ricky is in the driving seat because Matrix actually. I forgot. Matrix has got. He is on the same set of penalties as Ricky.
Yep, he is.
So if he can, he hasn't quite got the pace to keep up with Ricky. But MP again, it's the penalties that are costing him in these races. Because now he's up to 9 seconds. And 9 seconds means he is going to... Well, at the moment, with 9 seconds, he would drop down to 4th place. So he's not going to lose too many places. But, you know, right now he's in 2nd. And that's what he should be battling for the win. Oh, he's got a good run down the straight. At that time around, Wisey Boy didn't actually catch up that much. The gap's only 3.3, so he only took a couple of attempts out.
Yeah, the last tyre's going off now as well.
Well, I say that, he's now just got it down to 2.7, so with 3 to go... sorry, in fact it's 4 to go, isn't there? 'Cause 3 to go is not till next time by.
Lovely helicopter view, by the way.
He's... Oh, he went a bit wide then, MP. Oh, and Don Ammo's got a 3-second penalty as well. These guys are going to really struggle now. It's so easy to fall off on that turn 12 as well.
It's so tricky. Yes.
Boy.
Robert is in the chat. He says Wisey Boy might pull off a madness. Yeah, he maybe is gonna do it, and that will be absolutely amazing. Then we will just all be. Yeah.
He's just outside DRS zone as well.
He's in now. He's within DRS. Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get
he didn't quite
DRS this time. Oh my days. This is turning out to be one of the... Oh my god, no. Motorsport!
MP! Oh, did he get any penalty? Did he get any wing damage?
Nope, he did it. Nope, he did it. But Matrix now is... Oh my days. Matrix now up to P2. The 2 Ferraris in 1 and 2.
Those rears are starting to give up.
And look where Wisey Boy is. He is trying to make right onto the back.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Here he is, Wisey Boy's going to try and make a move. He
Wisey Boy.
Down the inside.
Yep, he makes the mistake. That's Wisey Boy up to P3. This is amazing.
Right. Bref, now he's going to be in the DRS with Matrix. Matrix is going to defend briefly, but then goes back to the racing line. Because he's not going to have the traction, he's not going to have the braking power. I wouldn't be surprised if Wisey Boy tries to make a move down into the penultimate corner, but he thought better off it. He has got the tyre advantage. He will have the advantage. Both will have DRS, but he's just got so much more grip. Side by side down the straight. 2 to go. Here we go. Oh, what Matrix is going to keep the fair play to Matrix.
He's doing a great job for Ricky. Wisey Boy. He lost it. That's MP Motorsport up to P3 again. He did a MP Motorsport from the last lap. Oh, now he doesn't. Yes, that can cost him.
However, has he got any penalties? Because I think...
Nope, he didn't, I think. So if he just stays within 3 seconds, he still got it.
Yeah, he still got it.
No commentator's curse, we don't talk about it now. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, as he's
As
going
he's
for a move
over-
around the outside of MP Motorsport.
MP's going to try and
Oh,
scoot
side by
over there, play
side.
to MP.
Oh, they touch. Oh, Wise Boy's
But yeah,
gonna...
obviously
Yeah,
you'd
he's
like...
gonna go for it. No way, too wide. Oh,
No, he's done it.
he's done it, but now
Now,
he's low on fuel, low on ERS, and he needs to catch up to Matrix.
yeah, those ultras are going to start to fall because he's now 6 laps in. They're obviously past. They're not obviously not as bad as the softs are. Of course, he would love to win this race outright, but I think now he's going to win it anyway, as long as he doesn't crash it. Yeah, obviously he would have loved to have win this race outright, but I don't think with this lap he's going to catch these guys up. Oh, Wisey Boy's got a penalty.
No way.
And MP's got unbelievable. So that has changed it completely.
He blows
now
it.
That is now Ricky and Matrix battling for the win. So in that last lap, he has thrown away the victory. Oh my god! But Ricky's running low on fuel. Ricky's on red right now. But then again, that's a plus. That's a plus. So everyone's going to be running on a low fuel load now.
Yep.
Yeah, Wisey Boy's plus now. Oh, Wisey Boy, he threw away this race. I thought he was going to do it, but that loss on the rear end with 2 to go has cost him that chance. Matrix is still not giving up either, but I think he's just going to run out of time.
Perry is in the chat, he says, Ricky, it's James. But I don't think Ricky's gonna listen to that one, because he's gonna defend of Matrix, and as it stands right now, he's gonna take the victory right here.
Yeah, he is, because they're all on 3 seconds. Ricky and Matrix was so desperately trying to get this, and he'll try and get the DRS at the end of this lap, but it's going to be a 1-2 for Ferrari, and Ricky crosses the line. And wins.
And he wins the Grand Prix with his teammate in P2. Weisberg put off an amazing performance with him into P3 and MP Motorsport P5.
MP, is he going to lose more time? Yes,
oh,
he
does.
Because
Racer P4.
MP in the end, MP only lost 1 place, but yeah. So in the end, it wasn't because he ended up with 12 seconds of penalties, I believe, in the end. The Fallen's, he's got his penalty come through. Crowan's coming along the line now, 2.6 clear of Mitch. These guys, unfortunately, their race was over right at the beginning. Mitch is going to come in top 10.
He continued on, still got a point.
Varamir Blank is ahead of Varamir because of penalties. And the Ginger Ninja, he's going to come last of classifications, but P13, unlucky for some.
Yeah, P1 on his car, P13 today, unfortunately for him.
Wow. What a race.
What a end of the race.
My dark horse won it.
Your dark horse won it. Absolutely amazing. He will
my
be.
My Welsh sheep. Dark horse won it. They won the Grand Slam, and now they've won the first round of the season in Tier 2.
And we can have Kimi Räikkönen in the chat, in the party. So that's nice. So yeah, if you can invite Ricky, Matrix and Wisey Boy to the party, that will be amazing.
Okay.
And the fastest lap goes to, who's in the top 10 with the fastest lap? 125, 124, 122. Wisey Boy picks up another point. Of course, stupid. He was on the ultra tires at the end, so he got the fast lap, so an extra point added to his name. That will help him in the end. With Racer, with no penalties, which brought him that P4. Really good performance from him. And this is something to think about, because the 2-stop worked, sort of. But yeah, interesting to see. And maybe an option for tomorrow, for me at least. Need to think about that one.
That's it. You get to learn.
Yeah, yeah, didn't expect it. We both didn't expect it, but yeah, it turned out really well.
I don't have Wisey Boy. Um,
Okay, I will fight him to.
I'll search. I'll search him. I'll get that up. I think I've got him. So I've got Ricky, Wisey Boy, and Matrix.
Yep, as Blank is in as well. So yeah, talking about that, who is your driver of the day? I think we need to decide that one as well.
um, yes, get in, get in, get in. 1-2, Forza Ferrari. Yeah. Well, I guess the driver of the day, I would go for Ricky.
My God,
Go
the
for
tires
Ricky.
were gone.
I
Oh,
think
I'd
so,
go
yeah.
for driver of the day for Ricky because he was clean. I know, yeah,
I go
obviously,
for yeah, I go for Wisey Boy. My driver of the day is
fair
Wisey
play.
Boy. You did an amazing job
oh
on the two
my
stop.
God,
Can I
them
just say,
tires. Oh,
can I just say, I didn't have a penalty until the last lap, and then
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we yeah we noticed that one.
Yeah, because we were saying, sorry,
no, I was going on.
we were saying he doesn't have. Obviously, you'd love to win it outright, but you didn't need to because you had no penalties. You could just hang with these guys, and then we saw you got a penalty, and we're like, oh no, well this is it.
I knew Matrix had a penalty, but I wasn't sure Ricky had one because I checked earlier on and he had nothing. So I was praying at the end of the race that he didn't have a penalty, so I wouldn't have won it. But I looked and he had one. I was on the voice chat to Baromir, and he felt the full force of my my rage when I found out. So yeah, I'm so annoyed, but also I'm obviously very happy about getting third, which is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
so
I'll just put a question in. Sorry, Thomas,
yeah,
quickly.
yeah, go ahead.
What was your thinking behind the two stop? Because you were leading already. You were leading the race.
Just
Um,
wanted to ask that question.
yeah.
I my Australia pace seems to be quite good when going aggressive, so I kind of stuck with that. And I was hoping that with clear air, um, I'd be able to put in a few faster laps. And also, I knew a lot of people were going to softs, and I figured that a lot of people would sort of be around each other, and hopefully the battling would have slowed them down. And then, I mean, there was a crash. I think Juventus crashed out in the top four, and that slowed people down quite a bit. So I don't know. I just don't know. I like kind of going aggressive, and try something that's not the one step. It's different.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really good job from you. And yeah, me and Lewis were both like, "Oh no, what did you do?" When we noticed you were stopping on for super soft tires, and then yeah,
So stupid. I don't think I picked up a penalty from. It was literally the first corner. I turned in too early. But I don't think I've done that. If I ever get a penalty from that corner, it's the exit, never the entry.
Yeah.
So annoyed. But yeah, still happy overall. I guess.
oh yeah, Wise boy, you need to turn up your volume because we can't hear you that loud on stream.
Okay. Hang on a sec.
So then yeah, continuing on to P2 Matrix, you were losing a lot of time to MP Motorsport, Juventus, and Ricky, but then suddenly, because those guys were better than you, caught up and you were in for the victory, but couldn't make it stick. You just didn't have the pace, or was it just sticking behind Ricky and going for the P2?
Well, I don't know. I have the pace, but I tried to hold race just I managed my tires, and I knew that people were gonna struggle in the end. But yeah, I P2 is for my first R2 race, so for sure I can be more aggressive in the last laps to Ricky, but I didn't want to risk anything because this is good results for both of us, and happy to be.
Yeah. Yeah, really good job from you guys. Were you guys in a party together, or were you just alone?
Fifty.
Sorry, what?
No, we weren't in the same chat. No.
Okay, so you guys discussed strategy when coming in and.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
I've been at work, so I haven't been talking to him at all. So it was just off our own back that. But I didn't want to fight Matrix, so.
Okay, yeah, really good job from you guys. And then, yeah, eventually coming to you, Ricky. You did an amazing qualifying P3 with your one-shot quali almost, and then you just, yeah, drove a really not quiet race, but really dominating race at the front of the grid.
Yeah, quali was a bit of a all in one basket sort of shot because I knew I had to get it right. I had a great start, and I was getting held up behind the McLaren, I think it was Juventus, and Wisey Boy came back to me about lap 5. He started losing grip, I think.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm gonna have to do the undercut here because obviously the longer you wait, the super softs come back into it. So I undercut Juventus, and then Wisey Boy came out in front of me, and I thought, okay, I've got to chase him down. And then he just went, and I was like, what the hell has he got? And then it was like 5 laps later, I realised he's on super softs, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting because I'm P1 at the minute. So yeah, I try to keep it clean. Towards the end, I was struggling so much at the end.
Yeah, you were really flying. We saw you just
Um,
struggling, looking
yeah,
up, sliding the back end. But
yeah.
you held
When
on, you
Wisey
got a
Boy,
great P1.
when Wisey Boy came, I was like, oh shit! I hope Motorsport and Matrix get in his way because he was the only one I was uh, fearful of because obviously fresher tires and
I
yeah.
got
Yep.
past I got past Motorsport as soon as I could.
I tell you what, won me that race was Matrix stayed in front on the second to last lap
Yeah, that was
into turn
important.
one. If you'd have gone past there, you'd have blitzed me. But that was awesome from Matrix. Well done, man. Great start to the season.
Yeah, I don't
Very
know.
well done to both of you.
He broke down or something. I don't know. I don't know where Kimi Räikkönen of Continental Speed is, but yeah, he will appreciate these words. So yeah, I think Lewis, do you got any questions left, or
Um, no, it's
I
no, I
think we
can't think of any
discussed
questions.
everything?
I just congratulations to you guys. It was a bloody brilliant race. Hard work, stressful. I can imagine it was stressful for you guys.
Yeah.
With the top four because it literally was playing to Wisey Boy's hands. You guys
Yeah,
battling. I could see that Ricky was the pace because all of a sudden they were starting to catch up, but you were able to, despite them not being with the DRS, you were able to keep them behind in the areas where really you can only overtake at, and the track helped in that aspect of because it's so hard to overtake
yeah,
you can be strategic with your ERS. So
yeah. That's exactly what I
yeah,
was doing. Exactly what I was
yeah,
doing.
yeah. It was just really good racing. And when you needed to defend, you did. I mean, MP almost got past you. He went really deep into turn three, and Juventus tried passing on. I thought Juventus because he was the fastest one out of all of you, and he just got past MP because of that move, and he was right behind you, and then lost it in turn 12. And that was the key because I think he just had a bit more pace than everyone else, and the fact he got past MP then meant he was the first guy in the queue with the DRS, and I think he would have really worked you hard those last few laps had he not have crashed.
Yeah,
But
exactly. I
it
mean,
was
I did.
that's racing for you at the end of the day.
I didn't want him to spin off, but I was a little bit delighted that he did because
Yeah.
I was like, my tires were. I was the first one to pit probably from the ultra softs,
Yeah, you were lap 6, I think.
so I knew towards the end I'd struggle. I didn't. I honestly thought they were going to pop last lap.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no, brilliant.
yeah, I think we can round off the interviews with that one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
nice one, guys.
congratulations guys on the podium for with a
Nice one.
brilliant job and Wisey Boy with a brilliant strategy with almost turned out to be golden.
Can
Um,
I just say, get
go.
well to Cali because obviously he's in
Oh yeah,
hospital at the minute.
that's a really good one. Yeah, get well soon,
Yeah, get well,
Kelly.
Callie.
Yeah, we hope you can commentate next week or the week after for Tier 1 again. Um, yeah, with that, I want to thank everyone who watched today. Thank you, Lewis, for joining the commentary box with me.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries.
check out Condos of Speed on Facebook and Twitter, and make sure you check the website for any updates. Finally, I can say that Tier 1 is tomorrow, and that we're not finished with Condos of Speed this week. So tune in tomorrow, same time, same location for the Tier 1 race, and hopefully I can pull up a great fight for you guys. Um, yeah, that's it from me. I wish you guys a good evening, and we see you guys next week. Bye. Bye.